So the Cid and the Badgerita, we are at Devil's Tower, and we've gone past the visitor center. We'll catch up with that later, but the Red Beds Trail and the Tower Trail, one is kind of an inner loop around Devil's Tower, and the other is a wider loop, which we'll probably do tomorrow. And if you come, expect to, if you come in the afternoon, expect delays getting up the road to the visitor center. There's limited parking, and we took at least 20 or 30 minutes to get up the road. The tower is surrounded by a ring of these giant boulders that have fallen down. These are all along the trail, and we're not sure what the significance is. They're not prayer flags. Looks like scarves folded,
I wonder if the
tied
rock
around.
climbers do it.
Perhaps, maybe as a something to fallen climbers, or
maybe
good
they've
luck.
done it. We'll have to find out.
Yeah, I don't know. Nice view of the valley below from up here. Some of the earlier ascents were assisted by ladders, hundreds of feet of ladder, and at this viewpoint you can actually see remnants of the ladder. Really hard to tell. There's a viewing tube here that sort of zeroes you in on where it is, but quite impressive that they hauled ladders up there and then fixed them in place. I don't know if you can see the birds up there flying around. Obviously this is impressive, but it's impressive because it just comes straight out of these low foothills, and you can see it for 15 miles away. We figured that out today.
So they say it was formed because of magma coming up and then cooling into columns, and then erosion caused this to be exposed over time.
So it's a volcanic formation?
I guess you could say it's not a volcano, but it's because of magma.
The Tower Trail was worth doing.
Yeah.
You get a nice view from all the way around, and seeing it from different angles was fun.
And it's not too hard, it's paved.
And not too much elevation gain overall. So yeah, it was a good way to get the feel of this place. Now that we're back to the parking lot, if you are an RV, anything really more, pulling a trailer or a fifth wheel or really any kind of longer RV, you can't drive up to this parking lot and the visitor center. There's an RV parking lot down below, and you literally have to unhook and drive your vehicle up from there. So this is a relatively small, tight parking lot, and no RVs allowed. Devil's Tower Visitor Center. About to go in, see what they have to offer. 9 to 6. Store, an alien, interpretive center. Well, we are passing the cliffs that our campground edges up to. As we wind our way up, there's about 500 feet of elevation gain on this trail, and it's all going to be in this section. Well, we've officially reached the red beds, which is essentially red sandstone that's been worn down and shaped by the weather, and it's quite pretty along here. And the Belle Fourche River runs down below us. It's a great view of our KOA campground. You can see the flag. That's essentially the entrance to the park, and you can see the KOA extends all the way over essentially to the base of these red beds. And you might even forget that Devil's Tower is right up there. Very pretty hike. So we've reached an intersection. There is the connector trail that goes up to Jointer Ridge, which is another parking area and another trail that has its own loop. And this is the trail connector that connects that trail to the Red Beds Trail. So we're going to hang left and probably start climbing a little bit more. Well, as promised, we got some climbing on that stretch. Nothing steep, and we're up not at the level of the base of Devil's Tower, but probably at the level that we're going to be now, just sort of rolling our way around the base. My guess is that 90+% of the people that come into the park are probably just doing the Towers Trail and calling it good, which I can see why, because it's a beautiful walk around Devil's Tower. But this is nice if you want a bit longer hike. Well, we've kind of leveled off, and I'm sure it'll be rolling from here on out, but the significant climbing is over, and it's actually a nice wide, easy to follow path and completely dry today. So it's pretty nice.
Nice to be in the shade.
Yeah, it is under these trees.
You'd want to do this early because it's exposed at the bottom.
Yeah, early or late, either one. So we have come to where the visitor center is, and we're gonna loop around it back that way to finish our trail. But you do end up here at the visitor center for part of the trail, and you can connect up to the Tower Trail from here if you want to do the inner loop along with this. So you can actually do both the Tower Trail and the Red Beds Trail. Well, we've passed the visitor center and we're back out into the natural area and starting our downhill leg of this circle, and it should be probably as gradual as the uphill was. Unlike the Tower Trail, which is paved all around, the Red Beds Trail is natural. Hopefully it doesn't break off as we're walking by. So you can take what's called the South Side Trail from the campground down below to join this trail as well. And it looks like it's a pretty nice campground. It's inside the park as opposed to our KOA, which is just outside the park. But it's a first come, first serve. We're back around to within sight of our campground and steadily going down, and about to complete the loop in another part of a mile. So we're back to our little connector trail that leads down to the road. It's a little over 3¼ miles, and there's a deer crossing the road to greet us.
It's good. The climbing is gradual. It was very pretty. Devil's Tower, so you can't beat that.
Yep.
And again, just it's an early in the day hike.
Yeah, it's already getting pretty warm.
Yeah.
But it looks like that deer is just gonna wander up past us.
Definitely not a crowded trail.
No, compared to the Tower Trail. So, until we hit another trail, the Cid and Badgerita out.